right, we're back. Circling Back podcast presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola. My name's Will DeFries. To my right, David Ruff.
My presentation today is brought to you guys by homemade cold brew coffee. Bringing that back. I've got ice water right here. And let me just put this out there. I'm gone off that Sudafed. Absolutely gone off of it. It's allergy season. It's sinus season. And I just want to put it out there. If I sound a little scratchy, it's the Sudafed. Your boy's draining.
Sudafed's a fun one, man.
Yeah, that's the one you have to show your driver's license so they know you're not a Smurf.
It's also the one that you use to make meth with, which is...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
which is
dude.
really
Dude
cool.
doesn't know what a Smurf is. What are you doing?
What's a Smurf?
Come on, dude.
What's it besides the little cartoon character? What is a Smurf?
If you have to ask, dude. You got major Smurf vibes.
I
Did
have
you know
to
the
ask.
Smurfs were communists?
Is that true?
There's a theory.
I never watched the Smurfs. Did y'all?
A little bit.
They were kind of weird.
If I did, the second that I understood what was going on, I turned it off. I just don't. I don't think I was a big Smurf guy at the time.
They were all tiny and shit.
Blue.
They were the original Blue Man Group.
It's fair. It's a good point.
What were they doing?
They were just
They
banging
were
on.
smurfing around.
But what were they doing?
They were just
Swag smurfing.
getting that work in the kitchen and then banging on trash cans.
Were they strumming on the streetlight?
I think you're mixing up your blue characters a little bit.
He had a blue house with a blue window.
That song stinks.
Blue is the color. No, it doesn't, dude.
That song stinks.
Oh, is that Aerosmith song? Blue is my favorite color.
We've done so much in the first 2 minutes of this podcast already.
What song are you singing?
If you're a new listener, I apologize.
I know that song. Who sings that?
Hey, I noticed that both of y'all had breakfast, like, in the studio at some point.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Dylan walked in with a McDonald's cup. Dave came with a breakfast sandwich, and your boy's over here just starving right now.
Dude,
Here's
you know,
what happened.
You know I hit Mickey D's on
Can
the
I-
way in.
Stop.
Can I pull back the curtain a little bit further than I already have?
Sure.
I fully plan on going to Honeyham and eating there. Got in my car today, got a call from Howlin' Wolf. It's Randy's daycare, and they said, hey, a spot just opened up if you want to bring Randy in. And I was like, do I? So Randy's having a little play day. I had to
That's
go
big.
swing out of the way a little bit, drop him off, let him go run around. Have a day, Randy. And then I went to Honeyham and picked it up and brought it in. I was hoping no offense, I was hoping I wouldn't see you when I got in because I was like, I don't want to eat this in
He
front
works
of Will.
here. What are you talking about?
I know, but I
You know
got
I'm
here
a
like
grind boy.
15 minutes early, and I was like, maybe I beat Will because I didn't want to sit in there and eat it while Will's in here. I felt rude.
That would
Oh.
just be disrespectful.
I had to holler at that sausage McMuffin with egg, of course, on the way in. Oh, buddy.
I'll say this.
It straight up hit.
It's extremely off-brand of you to go to McDonald's for breakfast.
I agree with that actually.
I've been talking up McDonald's breakfast for a very long time.
The other day
do breakfast very
on the
well.
podcast, I think you said that you haven't had McDonald's in like X amount of years. And
That
then
is not-
But then I had to clarify that
Yeah.
I had breakfast with you there like a year ago.
If it's I haven't gone by McDonald's after 10:30 a.m. I believe that's when they stopped serving breakfast in probably
Do the scene from Big Daddy.
probably 10 years. But their breakfast is so good, and I have no problem picking it up every now and then.
You and Parks should recreate the Big Daddy scene for TikTok. It'd be cute.
I don't remember that scene.
Where he walks in, and he's like, I thought they closed. I thought it was 11.
No.
Like, no, sir, we stopped serving breakfast at 10:30. He goes, I'm Adam Sandler. It's a good scene.
That's what he said.
And then he pees on the wall or whatever,
Yeah.
which is a weird.
What would they do
That
if I
movie's
what
not
if I
great.
what if I was the lead in Big Daddy and they were like, all right, well, do the pee scene now, and I
You
froze
couldn't
up.
do it.
I'd be like, dude, I can't.
You know, they actually approached me to do the sequel, Big Zaddy.
Really?
I couldn't do it just because of the pod and everything.
I
but-
think I saw it on my recommended tab recently.
Considering that you have no acting chops whatsoever, I'm surprised they came to you for the sequel.
You've never seen me act? Did you see Randy's viral video for Dude Perfect?
Weren't you an exec board once?
That's true.
I think I did a couple videos for TFM.
I never got.
And spot-
I never
I
got
had a
the
spot
nod for
start.
anything on TFM. No one ever wanted me there.
You know, speaking of McDonald's, you know who's been all in on McDonald's is Ross, noted New York Times bestselling author W.R. Bolin. He told me he's just been hammering McDonald's.
He also eats like a 7-year-old though. He has like a PB&J and Cheetos for lunch on the reg, which sounds great.
Can I announce next week?
Shit, this camera.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's up?
Shut
Announce
up.
So Will's going to be in Michigan,
Ever heard of it, dude? The murder myth.
northern Michigan.
It's murder.
Right.
it. The murder man.
Holla, holla. Will's going
The
to
original
Michigan.
mitten. The original mitten state.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Dave. Will's
Either
doing a
Monday
thing.
or Wednesday, we will be having not one but two guest hosts, and said guest hosts will be
One of them,
Cactus Jack and noted New York Times
Yeah.
best-selling author W.R. Bolin.
Cactus Jack.
I know. I've given in. He's
You know,
posted. I have to just.
No
go
one has
with it.
given himself nickname. I've never met anyone who's given themselves nicknames the way J-Bone has been able to do, not once but twice.
At least
he shows
twice.
up at the office one day at Grand X. He goes, by the way, people are calling me J-Bone now.
I think Duda gave him that nickname. I think Duda is not getting the credit because I feel
Really?
like Duda told him he
I
should
recall
go by
J-Bone
J-Bone.
just like telling people to call him that, and we were like, yeah, okay, we're not going to do it. And then a month later, we were all just saying it. He just put it, like, ingrained it into our brains.
That's not how
That's a
T-Man.
good way to get a nickname. I mean, it's never a good look to give yourself the nickname, but if you can make it stick over a course of like a week and it starts to work, then it happens.
You know what nickname didn't stick? My 9th grade theater teacher, Mr. Craddock. Me and my buddy, we started calling him Mr. Radcock.
That's good.
He didn't think it was funny.
Yeah, that's weird.
You have to be careful naming your kids these days.
Yeah.
Because like you have to go in knowing that they might get shamed for something.
Honestly, that was part of our name search committee. We hired an outside firm to come in and help us just pick names. That was one thing we spent like hours doing. It was like,
For
okay,
sure.
the initials, make sure there's nothing problematic. We're good though.
I just panic named my kid, and I just was like, I don't know, just do my name again. Should we get some official biz out of the way before we hop into today's epi?
What about my intro, dog?
Nah, dude, I think we're good.
You're the McDonald's guy
Yeah,
from TV.
we got old McDonald over here.
I'm down kind of bad right now.
It's pretty good. It's
That's what
that's
Park-
clean. That's
that's what-
G-rated humor.
Parks calls McDonald's old McDonald's. It's the cutest shit ever. I won't correct him.
Are they still teaching him that song?
I'm waiting for him to figure it out. It's so
Dude,
so
they're kind
cute.
of appropriating farm culture.
Mad
I
cute.
agree.
Old McDonald's.
Yeah, I
Want
guess
some
we have
some
Dylan
hashes.
Shivery in the building.
I'm down kind of bad right now, honestly.
Why?
Well, I did some deadies at the gym yesterday.
Okay.
Did you hurt your back again?
Some big boy deadies, and my hip is.
Are we doing Deddies?
I re-aggravated my hip.
You warming up properly?
Is it your flexor?
It is. I think it's the.
You gotta
the
warm up
flexor.
that flexor, bro.
And
Dude,
I heard it hiking in Telly.
Let me stretch you out later.
All right, dog.
Get on the ground.
All right, dog.
I'll stretch you
I'm
out.
down for that.
a
Anyway,
yoga mat
that's all I
down?
had to say.
The last 15 seconds, a lot just
I
happened.
would like to announce that I will not let it affect my performance today. But
I
just
got
know
some
that I am
pseudo if you need
I
it.
am experiencing some minor pain in my hip.
Hey, I have news.
What is it?
I have some breaking news. So before this podcast started, I bought some shoes online to spite my brother-in-law. They're the new Roger Federer tennis
It's honestly
shoes.
one of the best things you've done.
And he somehow flexed on me even harder.
You already got them?
He didn't just get one pair. He got 2 pairs of these shoes.
Why would
my,
he do that?
My spite purchase is now in vain.
Did
Drew's
he
an
purchase
asshole.
after you announced your spite purchase? That's when you got 2.
I didn't even announce my spite purchase then.
Oh,
He just texted me and said, I just bought 2 pairs.
Same color?
dude,
Yeah.
buy 2 more.
He's a big tennis guy. So he plays tennis like all the time. So it makes sense that he might have 2 of the same pairs of shoes.
buy 2 more, so now you have 3.
Should I just buy the entire stock?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Dude, buy the company.
I don't think I can afford On.
Have you looked?
Like, I can't afford Roger Federer's salary.
It's true.
Fed's balls. He plays.
He won his opening round match, right? He did.
Sure.
You told me you watched Wimbledon.
I
told
watched
me to
like
watch
I watched like 5 minutes of
Come
a match. I
on.
didn't watch the entire day. I'm more in the tour right now.
Okay.
Tour de France. Kraftwerk.
You gotta get off Kraftwerk.
Tour de France.
I was more of my lineage went Kraftwerk, skipped a bunch of stuff, then just got right into the Chemical Brothers.
Dude, I like Kraftwerk. Sometimes you just gotta toss them out and get weird.
They're the pioneers
Yeah.
of the electronic sound.
Dylan has no clue who we're talking about. Fucking
None.
dork.
None. No idea.
All right, before we get into it, go mash that follow button on Circling Back Pod and Wash Media. We posted the second most shared video in the history of Wash Media's account yesterday. You guys aware of that?
Major shouts to Timo
Dude.
for the assist there. That video is heat.
Randy
he's-
goes out of town for 2 seconds, and Timo just starts cooking in the stew.
Well, a
Yeah.
lot of people had messaged me like, "Dude, I think Randy might be holding the interns back."
I know.
And then he leaves, and then Timo turns into Heisenberg over here.
I just like how Randy never leaves town, and then he hires these interns, and suddenly he's
I've got
jet
to
setting
Vegas.
across the country. Did you hire them just so you could take off?
I mean, I think I've had the moniker of Vacation Will for a long time. I think I've taken less vacation this year than Randy has. But I'm about to make up for that.
Sure.
So whatever. But it is what it is.
Randy's have just been close together. Like, because he was
Yeah.
just in, where was he, Nashville?
Yeah.
Where he did not try hot chicken.
He went from Nash Vegas to Las Vegas.
No one's doing that.
Yeah, you don't see that.
He had a 5-day buffer between the two.
Yeah.
He was probably still hungover from Nashville when he showed up in Vegas.
Dude, I've never seen him that bad when he came back from Nashville. Like, that Monday and that Tuesday, he was just...
Trashville Randy.
On Wednesday, he said he was still feeling it.
He's too young to be feeling it on
Like, dog,
Wednesday.
it's been
I don't
4
know,
days.
dude. He's right at that point. Like,
27 was the number for me where it was like, oh...
he's 27. This is why I think that he's right in that sweet spot of being the most hungover he can be, because he's still partying like he's 25,
He doesn't know any better.
but he's getting the hangovers like he's 27 to 32.
He's young, dumb, and having fun.
Full of rum.
Right.
Go tell a friend about the podcast. Imagine if every person that listened to this podcast told a friend and recruited somebody. I think that would double our listenership almost immediately.
Yeah, you know how like they have like collegiate athletes recruit other players and take them around and show them the campus and stuff?
Or like, I don't know, Matthew McConaughey.
Well, McConaughey, we need to kind of implement that strategy with our listenership. I think it'd be an effective way to grow.
Should we do something? Should we have like every major city that we have, and then we have a deputy in each city that like tries to drum up the listenership?
Minister of
An
recruiting.
ambassador.
Yeah. If you're in Asheville, North Carolina right now, like just holler at your boy. I want you to make you the deputy.
Why are you using deputy? I think ambassador is the one where you're
Yeah, deputy
you're
does.
No,
ambassador
deputy.
sounds more like
No,
prestigious.
because deputy, because like if you walk into the Dick Saloon and they see you're a deputy, they're going to give you a free shot and a beer.
What if
Okay.
you're the sheriff though?
What if you're not in the Dick
True.
Saloon, though?
Yeah,
I
not
don't know.
everywhere
Hard
is
to
the Dick
say.
Saloon. Will
Any bar can be a Dick Saloon if you try hard enough.
What about the Rock Hard Cafe?
The Rock Hard Cafe might. I think we just make a T-shirt that literally is the Hard Rock Cafe's logo that says Rock Hard Cafe.
That'd be very, very sophomoric of us, yes. Exactly.
Yeah. Sophomoric is probably a good way to describe this podcast.
We usually ask our listeners to tell 1,000 of their closest friends, and might be asking a lot. And so maybe this deputy situation is the move.
Do you think it's holding people back that like they use our bits IRL and like they don't want their friends to know
Yeah,
where they get
maybe
the bits
that's
from?
why they don't
we've
tell
had people
'em.
tell us that.
I think it might be our biggest. If we did a SWOT analysis, that's our biggest threat.
Shit.
It's just we're linking too hard with our current listeners. We need the other ones.
We're giving them too much material.
They're getting outed. It's like stealing our shtick.
Also,
That's okay. We license it. We sub-license our shtick to the listeners as long as they're good backers.
Yeah, but
we got the magic shtick.
I got the magic shtick.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's literally what I just said.
Mm-hmm. But I'll put a little fitty into it.
Hey, we did Patreon yesterday. Patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. We talked Bachelorette. Major shouts to Thomas, Dave's boy.
Why do you love Thomas so much?
I don't love him. I just think he was wronged.
He was kind of wronged.
No, the guy stinks.
Nick Vile agrees with me, for the record.
Really? From Nick Vile of the Vile Files?
What'd he
Noted
say?
podcast?
What'd that man say?
He had a tweet saying just how like Trey or whoever was manipulating his or like was like changing around his words, and he's like, yeah, except for Thomas didn't actually say all that.
True. Hey, save the takes for the fucking pod, dude, for the Patreon.
You asked. You literally asked.
Dylan actually asked.
I
Fuck
did.
you,
You
Dylan.
ignore Dylan all the time.
All right, man. Anyway,
Hey, we have something I'd like to call a new segment.
new segment alert.
Well, it's kind of a reprise of an old segment that we've been doing recurringly.
Reprise old segment that we do recurring alert.
Yeah, here. I have theme music for it, actually. Sorry.
No, dude, come on.
That works. That works.
What's this seg, dog?
So, you know how we did real or fake? Dylan did real or fake pre-workouts, which I'm not sure if you
it
guys
went
are
like
aware of this.
super mega viral on TikTok.
Yeah, we know,
It
dude.
hit the stratosphere.
Actually, it didn't. Per J-Bone, the J-Bone.
It's still climbing, Dave. So
I can't wait to call him out.
He's
for
so
that.
smug. He's so smug.
I'm not smug.
I decided to take something that I had actually found a lot of humor in recently and decided to make my own real or fake. I've only done one of these before. It was for Peloton quotes, motivational quotes.
Which you were playing for us this morning, by the way.
Yeah, that was just a test audio thing.
It got me ready to go, though.
Are you guys familiar with the word aesthetic?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the English language word.
Okay,
it's
just
one of your
making
it's
sure.
one of your favorites.
No, I actually don't like the word that much. I think it's very overused. It's a little
Well, as someone who
tired.
spends a lot of time on his own,
I don't. I have one filter that I use on like every photo. Like it's not that much time. It's a little recipe that I just like click.
a recipe that I click.
It's called a recipe, yeah. Dumbass. You don't have a fucking recipe. Your photos are trash. I think I made you one time. Dylan, if you had to describe your own aesthetic, what would you say it is?
Mine would be like fun dad.
Like dadcore?
Fun dad, because dad and the fact that I don't really know how to dress very well, but like I can put together something like, oh, this guy's gonna hit the town and have a good time, you know?
Wow, fun dadcore.
Fun dadcore. I think that's perfect for me.
That's decent.
Like I don't know how to shop or how to dress, but
there might be more on that later.
Or cook.
What's yours?
Okay, we don't need to get into that. That's
Trailboy swag.
Trailboy swag.
Trailboy swag.
What is Trailboy swag encompass?
Just more. It's not really like an aesthetic. It's just kind of a lifestyle.
Okay.
But like, if you want to call it this, I don't like to put labels on like that kind of stuff because it's not something I think about. It's just something that happens. So when I like acquire clothing, when I'm in the closet in the morning to put on clothing to wear out for whatever I'm going to do that day, like come here and do this pod, I don't even think about it. I just like grab some stuff and put it on. If it normally it works, and that's kind of the the crux of
That's
it.
the ethos of the Trailboy swag.
Normally it works. The backwards
Sometimes
dad cap and the polo.
Yeah.
And the what do you got? What do you got on your feet there? You got the kill shots on?
These are some Reebok classics.
Damn. You know it's gonna. I didn't want to bust out the nice sneaks today because I was worried it was gonna rain around 2:00. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna holster the heat.
Damn, you holstered the heat today.
I holstered the heat today.
You should have just bought two pairs. You
That's
could have
true.
a wet pair and a dry pair.
Man, Drew has so much more swag than me.
Don't even try to outswag him.
You can't. It's impossible.
It is impossible.
Dave, you brick so many fits. It's not even funny.
Wow.
No offense.
Are kids even saying brick fits these days?
I just wanted to say brick fit. People say that.
Yeah, about you all the time. Got him.
That's fair. I dress like shit a lot of the time.
So the tip of the iceberg for me was when I saw the aesthetic called cottage core. Are you familiar with cottage core?
Is it like, can I guess what it is?
You can, but I don't think you're going to get it right.
Chunky sweater, jeans, and like
you're going to define right now. You need to think of like what kind of people or like what kind of scene a cottagecore person would be putting on their Instagram profile. Like where does someone live that does cottagecore? Where does this cottage reside?
Vermont.
Like countryside or like on the
countryside.
water? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's also known as farmcore or countrycore. Is inspired by a romanticized interpretation of Western agricultural life. It is centered on ideas on a simple living in harmony with nature.
Yeah.
So, like, have you ever seen on Instagram when someone puts like a mattress in the middle of a fucking field and they're just like laying there drinking champagne or something? That's what cottagecore would be.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I farm.
Yeah, I take a little bit of issue with cottage being interchangeable with country and what was the other one? Farm?
Yeah.
I feel like those are own they can all be their own separate thing.
So, I grew up thinking a cottage was something that was like on the water, but upon further review, I think I just grew up with a much different view because I grew up on the water as opposed to being like in a countryside.
I've been following an account on Instagram for a while at the recommendation of our good friend #Chad, and it's called Cozy Log Cabin. Okay. And I think this is a little bit of what you're talking about.
Did he recommend it and not know what he was recommending like he does with tacos?
It's true.
I'm a big cabin guy. I love them. And so this is kind of up my alley. It's a fun follow.
So you fuck with cottagecore?
I think I do.
The account that you're describing right now is a little too high end.
Okay.
This would be people that are like, trying to not use power. They're farming all their own food. It's this idealistic view of this beautiful farm, but it doesn't take into account the fact that like, there's probably ticks out there. You probably shouldn't put your mattress in the middle of a field of like lavender.
Bed bugs.
And that went pretty viral recently, the one you're talking about.
Yeah. So what I did here is I went through a Wikipedia that has every different aesthetic that you ever need to find. Are you guys ready to do some real or fake aesthetics?
This sounds pretty fun and something that only you could put together.
Our first one, art ho.
Art ho.
Not art toe. Art ho.
H-O or H-O-E?
What's the difference between H-O and H-O-E?
I think a hoe is like a hooker, like H-O, and then H-O-E is a gardening tool.
Well, I don't know.
I think that's accurate.
Is it real or fake?
Wait, say it again. What is it?
Art ho.
It's real for the following reasons. You wouldn't have just made that up.
Why? I got hoes in different area codes.
Yeah,
that's true, man.
You do.
That is true.
I got hoes.
We know the song.
We know, yeah.
Thank
You don't
for
sing
singing
it. Most people know it as well.
Hoes. Different area
Use a
codes.
hoe.
Oh.
Why are you taking the seg, dude?
I think I just added a lot.
Put
to
some
the
respect
set.
on Luda's name. Just anybody out there who's
I'm
not.
a big Luda guy.
Dude, Luda was an absolute monster. That's all I've got to say about that.
Wow. Wow.
Damn.
Is it real or fake, Dylan?
Answer the question.
Art hoe is a real aesthetic.
It's a real aesthetic. It's the.
Can we guess?
It's an aesthetic about love for art, a connection to nature, painting, and flowers. It was created by a Tumblr user named Sensitive Black Person, but the art hoe scene was created for people of color and has been accused of being whitewashed recently. So it's kind of a controversial aesthetic.
Oh, so okay, I won't dabble in art hoe.
But it does say they do note on here as well that anybody can be an art hoe regardless of their heritage or race. So if you want to be an art hoe, Dylan, you could do it if you really, really wanted to dedicate your life to that. Do you guys want to know what?
I do like art.
Do you want to know how to spot an art hoe in the wild? Have you ever seen those backpacks with like the little fox on it? Fjallraven or whatever?
I don't think so.
Mom jeans, graphic tees, Converse sneakers of any color, art socks. You just have art supply.
What are art socks?
Art socks, dude. Imagine not knowing what art socks are.
I don't.
Art socks?
Art
No.
socks. Art socks sounds like a dude that sells mattresses. Yeah, come on down to art socks.
Art socks. Is this like
It's a hipster.
Is it like having a Fox Racing sticker on your truck?
Hipster's a totally different aesthetic, dude. Come on. What are you doing?
Dude, that's embarrassing.
That outfit you
Don't
just
clip
described
this.
is a hipster.
Yeah, but hipster's too all-encompassing. That's like the genus, and we're talking
You're
species
right.
right now.
Wow,
Dumbass.
you just crushed that.
Galaxy
okay, don't
brain.
call me a dumbass. I'm trying to give you props over here.
Next one. Bruvcore.
No.
Bruvcore.
Bruv. Spell bruv.
Bruvcore.
B-R-U-V.
B-R-U-V.
Bruvcore. Hey, bruv.
Bruvcore.
That's too generic. It's like brocore, right? I mean, like what? Like how do you describe like what does a bruv dress like? I know it's more than just like attire. It's like the whole.
This is fake.
This is fake.
You want this? This is something Will
loves British culture so much.
Unfortunately, it's fake.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's fake. I'm a big fan of the idea behind this, and I think that you probably could create
Make it happen,
one
dog.
based on this, but it's not currently in the Wikipedia.
Well, what would it look like?
It would look like tight jeans, those tight-fitting polos on like muscly dudes, and the polos aren't made out of like tech material. They're actually made out of like light sweater material.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? Remember that video of the guys like swaying back and forth
I do.
singing? That would be bruvcore in my eyes.
Hey, bruv.
You guys ready for the next one?
How many do you have?
A lot.
Let's go.
Goblin Core.
Okay.
That's real. That's real. And I think I'm super into it.
Goblin Core.
I don't think you're going to be into it when you find out what it is, but I believe it is real.
How would you describe a goblin?
It's not Goblin Core. It's Goblin Core.
Right. How would you describe a goblin?
I don't know. Aren't goblins those things like the statues that just sit there and like look at shit?
No.
I don't know.
They can
That's
be
a,
goblins, but you're thinking of what is that called?
What is the word for that?
Gargoyle.
Gargoyle.
Thank you, Timo.
So a goblin is just, I don't know, just one of those green
like a
little
monster.
weird beasts.
It's a monster.
Dude, Timo's on a tear.
No,
lately.
little monsters are Lady Gaga fans.
I'm a little monster.
She actually took an L on this aesthetic website. She is the
no.
featured image for Nazi core, which you don't want to be.
Don't want that.
No.
Nazi core?
She's wearing a uniform that looks very,
Nazi-esque.
World War II-esque. Yeah.
Sheesh.
If I'm her, I'm having one of my people take that off. But who knows?
Goblin Core is real.
Goblin Core
It
is real.
It's like dingy and
Goblin core is an aesthetic similar to Dragon core. Goblin core celebrates aspects of nature that most individuals would find ugly or dirty. These aspects can range from animals such as frogs and snails to materials such as moss, mud, plants, and fungi such as mushrooms.
Are there people who think frogs are ugly?
I don't know.
Frogs
I
are
fuck with
tight.
frogs, right?
are ugly. They're
What?
they're cute ugly. So when I said dingy, I was on the right track.
Yeah, you weren't that far off. Like you're kind of an aesthetic dude.
Yeah.
Good for you.
A lot of people say that about me.
What's a
actually.
goon to a goblin, though?
Wow.
That's a question
I
I've
get kind
always
of
asked.
goblin vibes from you, Dave.
I don't think Dave's finding beauty in moss.
Fair point.
Dude, you have no idea what I think about moss.
Really?
Let's hear it.
Do you think it's a goat?
I am back in on moss.
Wow. Really? That's big.
I've actually been working with a nonprofit to help develop a renewable technology that runs off of moss.
Really? That
sounds
very
it's kind of something I've been doing. That's
I would
why
like
I haven't
to hear
been
more
up here
about it
lately.
after the podcast.
Yeah, I got a spot for you on the board.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys ready for the next one?
Uh-huh.
Soggy.
Soggy.
Imagine if your aesthetic was just being soggy.
Gross. That is so gross.
Soggy.
Okay, this sounds like Pacific Northwest.
Yeah. Wet. Sounds wet.
Just moist. Damp.
Wet
Is
and,
damp?
like,
Is this,
crumbling because it's so like, it's just so soggy.
You're damp core. That's your style.
Ooh, soggy. This feels like it could be real,
I'm gonna go fake.
but I don't know why anyone would ever want to adopt the soggy lifestyle. But
Your brand is just soggy.
Someone already adopted Goblin.
Right. I'm gonna say it's real.
Like your boy walks into the bar, you're like, dude, you're looking mad soggy right now.
God, I got the soggy boy over here.
Where my soggy bottom boys at? Soggy is real.
Let's go.
It's an aesthetic that relates to the theme of swamps, wet outdoors, and animals that are found in dirt. I think it's actually pretty similar to Goblin Core, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, there's some overlap here.
They're riding the same wave.
Yeah, for sure. Our next
Which one would you rather be, Goblin or Soggy?
Give me Gob.
You're looking hella Gob today.
Yeah.
Or you're looking a little Soggy.
Ooh, look at the new Goblin Boy swag.
I think I'd rather be soggy, actually.
Well, you're soggier than you are
kind of
Goblin-y.
soggy.
Yeah, activities include walking around the park, searching for the aforementioned creatures in your garden, dancing in the rain, jumping in puddles. Like, honestly, being soggy is kind of a wave.
You're a wet boy.
Growing plants that the above creatures can enjoy. Like, you're just all about habitat at this point.
Yeah.
Soggy.
What the fuck are these people?
They're soggy.
How do you have so much time to just walk around your garden?
Like catching salamanders and shit in the creek.
Just let the salamander be. You don't have to catch it.
Soggy. No one plays in puddles once you're like 13 years old. You stop doing that.
You have your own ecosystem. You don't have to go wreck theirs just because you're trying to feel soggy today.
Soggy.
You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Beanie Baby Core.
Okay.
Ugh.
Did you guys have Beanie Babies?
No.
I had them all.
Never had one.
My dad owned a store, and they sold Beanie Babies at the store. And so that means that I got all of them.
Did he have the super rare ones that were
Yes.
worth a lot?
Yes, he held on to several Princess Diana ones, which turned out to not pan out. We're not millionaires from that, unfortunately.
Same with my Princess Di Pogs.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they made those.
Yeah. The original cryptocurrency.
Did you have a slammer?
I had a slammer.
That's tight.
Slammers were tight.
You don't know what that is. You're just trying to fit in.
I know what pogs are.
Yes. Yeah. You're just kind of like hopping on.
They're like the little slammers. You slam them down and the pogs will pop up, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And then
you kind of know what you're talking about.
You trade them with people and shit.
We were more about the trade. We never really played Pogs. We were just more about collecting. There was the Shredder one that was all shredded up.
I did that sick.
Shredder's like the guy from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Is there a Shredder core?
Shredder Core. There's probably a Shredder Core, if we're being honest. Beanie Baby Core.
It's fake.
Why?
Because you have a background in Beanie Babies.
So
That's true. You do.
And how I don't know how
Wouldn't
you would
that mean I would
describe that
select this one?
aesthetic.
Put that in your Twitter bio. Background in Beanie Babies.
Yeah, I'm the Beanie Baby boy.
So you came up with it. It's in your
Triple
dome.
B.
It's fake, dog.
Big baller brand. Big Beanie
I think
Baby
this
boy.
is fake, and I'd love to say it was real, but I'm behind right now.
This one is fake. Sally was very proud of that one. She's also a noted Beanie Baby stan, so we got all.
What would
love
that
out
even
there.
look like?
Is that what brought y'all together?
I was just imagining like Beanie Baby Core being like just very 90s-esque, like Lisa Frank shit.
Who's Lisa Frank?
Dude, who's Lisa Frank? Are you kidding, dude? You know if you saw it.
Okay, who is it?
You definitely had mad crushes on girls that had Lisa Frank notebooks and shit back in the day.
Oh, for real?
Like rainbow, glitter, like all that stuff.
Trapper Keeper?
Yeah.
Swag?
Yeah.
Dude, if you didn't have a Trapper Keeper, you weren't allowed in my
It's weird you
clique.
said that. Our next one is Trapper Keeper Core.
Dude, I love Trapper Keepers.
Our next one, Hate Core.
That's so... What? That's got to be real, man. Hate core?
Imagine your brand being hatred.
Is there a love core too? Hatred.
I'm gonna say this is real.
That dude hates everything. He's got so much swag.
Hate Core is real. It involves hatred, anger, heartbreak, violent imagery, gore, and the feeling of rejection.
Gore.
You know how people like this is an example of this. The featured image for this one is a screenshot of something that someone posts on Tumblr or Instagram, and it says, "I wanted to talk about it. Damn it! I wanted to scream. I wanted to yell. I wanted to shout about it, but all I could do was whisper, I'm fine."
I don't like this core.
Like, chill out.
I'm out on this core.
Yo, things aren't that bad. Like, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, don't be hateful, people.
Don't make your entire brand being hateful.
Yeah,
it just seems unnecessary. Next one, Demon Core.
Okay.
Yes, I love this one.
Why? Because you're a fan of the DePaul Demon Deacons.
It makes me.
I've always wondered what that was.
The DePaul? Is it not Wake Forest?
I think it's Wake.
Oh yeah, aren't they? I think they're still the Deacons.
Dude, Tim Duncan, let's go.
It's hard to say. We're all googling right now.
It's Wake.
They're the Blue Demons. I was wrong.
You're in the same.
Dude,
You're in the
boy,
ballpark.
your boy picked you up. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I got you. Yeah, let's get nuts on that. Demon Core makes me think of spooky season, which is the best season.
You're not wrong.
I know.
You want to know the history of the Demon Deacon's name?
Yeah.
Wake Forest mascot dates back to the 1920s when a member of the school's newspaper gave the football team the nickname of Demon Deacons after a devilish win over the Trinity Blue Devils, who now go by the name the Duke Blue Devils. Huh.
Oh, interesting. I did not know those two programs went so far back.
They really pivoted hard.
Win? What does that look like?
They pivoted real hard because the previous name for the school was the Baptists.
Yeah, that's quite
the
rebrand.
They just rebranded.
The other direction.
They just got into Gore Core or whatever we're doing.
Core.
Did you say whether or not Demon Core is real or fake?
It's real.
Demon Core is fake.
Demon Core is fake.
Shit.
Sorry,
Dumbass.
you got bitch. Next one.
Okay.
Crackhead.
Crackhead.
Aw.
That's probably a real one.
That's real.
It's unfortunately real, but it's not what you would think. It's not just being a crackhead. This is just putting out crackhead vibes.
Right. I don't do crack, but I want people to think I do crack.
Exactly.
People need to stop appropriating that.
Just to be clear, this says it's not to be confused with the drug core, who are literal crackheads.
Oh.
So we're good on the crackhead scene.
Just crackhead.
It's an aesthetic that's centered around being chaotic, unpredictable, stupid, clumsy, lazy, and inconvenient dumbasses.
Okay, well that's a little harsh to.
Huh.
This is them describing.
I know.
Themselves.
Like,
this is the vibe that they're trying to achieve.
Speaking of appropriating, there's also the pre-workout that we found out called crack.
That's true.
It's very real.
Duda sent me what's the one? He sent me one with a clown face on it the other day, and it just looks. It's so absurd.
Catch me never buying
That's
that.
the I am fucked up.
That's
one.
it. That's the one.
Hey, so yeah, the messy part of the crackhead aesthetic, it's kind of similar to trashcore, but it's not trashcore. Just to be clear, I know you guys were wondering.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, but it has to do with like having disorganized room, random items on your floor, strange activities, confusing photos, and misplaced garbage.
I feel like every 5 years, whatever the famous fashion show is in Europe, I'm sure there's many of them. Where they're walking on the runway and stuff.
Yeah.
There's always
Derelict?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. There's always a designer who will like send his models out there wearing like trash bags and stuff to like, and it's like homeless stuff, and like they always get like bitched at about it. But I just always wonder. I'm like, does that make its way into mainstream fashion?
Dude, I saw
not that I would know because I'm swag boy swag.
I saw a picture of
Trailboy swag.
Both.
I saw a picture hit the TL recently of something like you're describing, one of those ridiculous fashion shows where people dress weird, and this dude, this dude was wearing pants, and they were crotchless pants, and his D and balls were just hanging out there for the whole world to see.
That's what's up.
It was so uncomfortable.
That's such bullshit because I tried to wear that to Calais.
Can you imagine?
They wouldn't let me in.
Can you imagine hitting the streets in those things?
Why wouldn't they let you in?
I don't know. I was like, dude, did you not see the fashion show in Europe recently
With your
when they were wearing
swangers just
this?
hanging there?
Like
What if the bouncer was just like, "You good, bro? Get in."
It's good, man.
Yo, those are
Got you a
tight,
table.
dog.
Yeah. Where'd you get those?
Yeah, it's just a new dick core. Like,
Yeah. Shouts
You know.
to Dick Core, all my Dick Core boys out there.
like, can you imagine?
I can't.
Why would you
Core.
why would imagine being the model and they're like, yeah, you gotta wear these, dog. Like,
It's the break of a lifetime.
I'm out. I can't do it. I'm out of here.
Did they bleep it?
No.
You got to see it?
Yeah.
It's fashion, dude. You can't
say.
censor fashion.
What was his grooming habit?
He didn't keep it clean. He didn't keep it tight.
Oh, it was more rugged.
Yeah.
He had a fur
more
coat on?
all natural.
So he was mixing in some pube core.
What if he had just had like an accessory down there that just made it look like he didn't decorate?
He was rocking with bush core.
Shouts to Bush Core.
Yeah.
Major shouts.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Brocore.
Brocore?
Brocore.
That's real.
Well, Bruvcore was not.
Brocore's real, and it was me in like 1998.
Bruv is just the British version of the word bro. But for some reason,
bruvs and bros are totally different.
Yeah, Dylan,
like
bro.
if you think that they're the same,
but it's a variation of the word.
Yeah, but dude, like maybe you're just on a different wave than Will and I.
I'm gonna say it's real because I don't think you would make both of those up.
Okay.
Because Bruvcore was fake.
Okay.
Oy.
Brocore is real. Brocore is a subculture of men who spend time partying with others like themselves.
Okay. Isn't that just like most people?
Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. It essentially just describes the ethos of the original TFM brand. Frayed brim baseball hats, Oxford shirts, sports team T-shirts, cargo shorts. Those are MF, right? Muscle tees, boat shoes or sandals, snapbacks, mullets, pompadours, and fades.
Oh my god, dude! I'm finding these runway models that I was talking about.
I don't think we can put that on the screen, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're over here talking about Brocore.
The Aesthetic Wiki actually lists a bunch of musical artists that might be associated with Brocore. Do you have any guesses of who might be on there? The number one is someone that you would guess.
Is it Fred Durst?
OAR. It goes OAR, Dispatch, DMB. Shouts to Magic Bullet Brett. Rage Against the Machine, Dave.
That's so unfair. What? That is so unfair. That's so stupid.
They also do have, unfortunately, they have Florida Georgia Line on this list as well. Right next to Pantera and Nickelback.
No, whoever made this doesn't know what they're talking about.
Do you know Pantera actually means pants in Spanish?
I don't know if that's right.
It's right.
I'll show you all these dicks after we record.
Thank you. Thank you for holstering that.
I mean,
what if Pantera was just like a nod to an era of pants? So there's like, we need to go back to the pant era, when people like weren't wearing shorts.
They go through their disco phase,
and people just
got bell bottoms going on
this whole time.
that bell bottom swag.
And they just made just speed metal.
Dude, that's hella soggy. Damn. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Simpcore.
Simpcore?
That's no. What would that? Okay, no, that's fake. That's fake.
Simpcore. I want it to be real so bad.
You would be Simpcore.
But no one would own that aesthetic. Like, oh yeah, I'm trying to dress simpy. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It would have to be like people making fun of other people by dressing.
Can I just say that every one of these, I'm trying to imagine a person wearing like clothing, and it's every time it's John Duda.
Yeah.
Like he is my base model.
He's Normcore.
He was Normcore early. He showed up to the Grand X office, and we were like, okay. And then he kept doing it, and we were just like, and he would just walk in my office, and I would just shake my head. I'd just be like, I don't have words for you.
SMDH.
Every day he would just walk in, and it would just be something new.
Dude, he came through dripping every day.
Oh my god.
The way he dresses, it pisses me off sometimes.
I love it. He's perfect. He's a perfect dresser.
It's absurd.
Is Simpcore real or fake?
It's not perfect. It's fake.
It's fake. You ready for the next one?
No. What would Simpcore be?
Like Dwight from The Office?
No.
Just a mustard yellow button down?
Yeah. Like just a real gross button down that you wouldn't want to wear in public.
I just picture all the guys on Instagram who are like just obsessed over hot chicks, and like how do they dress? I don't know.
That's fair. I always wonder that too. Like, who are these people?
So maybe you should click through on their profiles once in a while.
You dropped this, Queen.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Weasel.
Weasel. Shorecore? Is this Polly Shorecore?
Weasel.
Polly Shorecore.
Weasel is a real aesthetic. I don't know what
Weasel is real, and I'm saying that because there's no way you just thought of the word weasel. No one thinks of that word.
It's a fun word.
It is a great word.
I've got news. It's fake.
You thought of the word.
I thought of the word weasel. You're kind of Weasley. Call you Ron Weasley. Vacation Dad Core.
You know, badgers are in the weasel family. A lot of people don't know that.
I feel like a lot of people could probably like make that guess at some point, though.
What noise would a weasel make?
Yeah. They don't laugh like hyenas. They laugh like a mobster, just like.
It sounds like they laugh like the guy in Billy Madison.
Eric?
Yeah.
We rocking with Eric?
No.
Okay. Vacation Dad Core. We only have 3 left.
Yes, real.
Vacation Dad Core is fantastic. If that's not real, and I'm thinking it is, it should be.
It's real. It's a style aesthetic focusing on Hawaiian prints, socks and sandals, wide brim hats, tan lines, and that relaxing vacation lifestyle, baby. I think this one is the one that Dylan most identifies with on the low.
Dude, when I was going to San Diego recently, on my flight was an entire family. They all had the same T-shirt on and the same exact Adidas shoes on. They were brand new out of the box. The shirt said Williams Family Vacation 2021.
Fuck yes.
It was so sick.
That is awesome.
I absolutely loved it.
Do I have time to make that before our flight tomorrow?
To freeze
That's
family
major.
vacation.
Dude, I
It's major
need Fritz
cute.
swagging and some on
It
Roger
was so
Federer
funny.
sneakers.
Can we make that family our first ambassador family?
Yes. They're called deputies, but yeah.
Dude, deputies.
Dude, they're called deputies.
It was so great.
Are you ready
Are we the sheriffs?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you guys ready for the final one?
Yeah.
Tavern wave.
Tavern wave.
Tavern wave.
Are you saying tavern?
Tavern wave,
Wave.
but all one word.
Tavern wave.
Tavern wave.
One word, huh?
So I went through a phase as what I thought was a new waver. Like, oh, bro, you're a waver. Because I would wear like vintage, like old, like a CC's employee hat from like 1988 that wasn't mine.
Dave, no one ever
So I
called
Were you appropriating CC's culture?
Yes, I was. I found my Subway visor.
Yes.
I have it in my car
Yes.
right now. I'm gonna say this is real.
It's rocking my shit a little bit that it's one word. And I don't think you would make it up as one word.
Pretty much all these are one word, dude.
Oh, really?
Like
Oh, that makes Dylan real mad.
Brocore's all one word. Goblin Core's all one word.
Okay.
Dylan demands a hyphen.
Tavern core. What would a tavern? Yeah, it's real.
It's real. It's my favorite one, actually. It's also known as Bardcore. You guys familiar with bards?
No.
It's a music genre that arranges modern pop songs such as What Is Love, Pumped Up Kicks, or some other song I've never heard of into medieval and old-timey songs. Like, you know bards, like medieval bards?
Oh.
So
it's almost like a sea shanty, but more medieval and less watery.
Yeah.
Less damp.
I've actually curated a few songs if you guys would like to hear them.
I absolutely would.
Okay, are you ready for the first one?
Oh, he's got sound effects.
Dude, kind of hits. Do you guys know what song this is?
I know it, but I can't place it.
I literally sang it earlier in this podcast. Can you imagine walking into the club in like your soggiest fit and all of a sudden this comes on? It's just on from that
Wait,
point.
do they sing it?
Your soggiest fit.
Dude, no, they don't sing it. Come on. They didn't have microphones back then. They had string instruments and shit.
Dude, I rock with that.
You want to hear, dude, this one hits different. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
No fighting.
Dude,
No fighting.
I'm pounding a pint to this.
How bad do you just want to drink like mead right now?
In my most goblin fit, I'm rolling up in this.
What's your most goblin fit?
I don't know.
Last
Dylan,
one. I think
Dylan's trying to goblin tonight.
It's a little bit harder. Let's go. This is like I might talk a little mess to the lad sitting next to me.
Can I be honest? I don't know the song.
Into club, dude.
Whoa, I didn't even hear it. Oh, there it is.
Dave's never been in the club.
He's trying to wear those crotchless pants in the club.
Dude,
all
that
day.
shit's
they won't
hard.
let me in.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Let's go.
That, my friends, was real or fake aesthetics. I don't think it has the virality potential that real or
riding that
fake
wave,
pre-workout, but you're a soggy bottom boy, and I respect
yeah,
that.
I'm a soggy lad.
Shouts out the sog boys out there.
Shouts out my goblins out there too.
If you're trying to get the
No, real
soggiest
ones.
fit off, I think you guys need to head over to rowback.com.
I don't think they have soggy fits.
They're
over
not
there.
soggy because that's actually a lot of moisture wicking material, which
Yeah.
I appreciate.
The opposite of soggy.
It's dry core,
It's more like just
Wet
swag
core?
core.
dude. Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sending us some new hoodies. I got the word today.
Oh, there's such heat. The dinger.
If you haven't already tried out some of their stuff, I don't know what you're waiting for. Dylan works out in one of their athletic tees every single day.
Literally every day.
I have numerous of them, and I don't even just work out in them. I just chill in them because I'm a chill dude.
I'm
It's
rocking
kind of
the
my
hat.
go home and put on comfy clothes shirt.
They have the best fitting hats in the world.
Why do you think I wear it pretty much every day? Will?
I need a new black one because mine is just completely. It's like changed color at this point. I wore
So
it
actually,
so much.
the only
I
time
run a lot of hats like that.
the only time I don't wear this hat is when I have a rowback shirt on. I don't want to double up like a dork, you know?
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll just do it anyway.
Dude, that's bad boy shit.
It is.
Their hoodies are just goated. I think we can all say that.
Yeah,
I agree.
And
Goat core.
Their golf shirts are just they're the best. You're about to see me rocking some of these in Michigan for the next 2 weeks. I guess 2 weeks might be a little extra considering I'm not going for that long.
Yeah.
Rowback.com. Use Backer20 for 20% off of your first purchase. Backer20.
Hey, listen, it's a first time use only.
Yep.
So don't just buy one shirt and be like, oh, I want to run it back and get 2 more.
Get it all.
Because you won't save on those.
What if you Venmo your boy to buy it and use the code?
Do that.
Just do whatever you can to get that rowback on your back.
Grows the economy. Hurts nobody.
Hurts nobody. Rowback. Hey, do you guys see this lady who brought Shellfish onto her Spirit Airlines flight?
Excuse me?
What a Shellfish move that was.
Okay. I mean, you didn't have to do that. This photo rocked my world. As someone who married someone that's a little bit extra on flights, Sally has made a charcuterie board on a flight. She has made her own Bloody Mary on a flight with all the accoutrements.
Ooh, what does a Sally Bloody Mary look like?
She had pickles, celery,
yeah,
some cheese,
a little bit of whiskey.
I think she didn't have any whiskey, David. God, you can't make a Bloody Mary with whiskey. That sounds terrible.
That does sound really, really bad.
Sounds truly
okay,
awful.
I was just making sure she doesn't put like sliders or like a slice of pizza in her Bloody Mary, because that is just overdoing it.
No one needs the Bloody Mary accoutrements like
Stop
that.
over gimmicking your bloodies.
It's disgusting. What do you do if you get on your flight and all of a sudden you catch a whiff of a tray of lobster?
Oh man.
When I first looked at this pic, I didn't really study the pic, and I just assumed that they were eating crawfish. Those are definitely lobster.
No, these are 1.5 pound lobsters that are just sitting here. This is way too much lobster meat for 2 people.
Way too much lobster. She's
got king crab legs over here.
And shrimp. I see shrimp over there. Crab legs. But wow.
I do take issue. If you're going to pack Cheez-Its on the plane, how do you not go extra toasty? You can't just go the original.
That's a fair point, man.
They should have just brought some Ritz crackers. We actually have a few for them if they wanted them.
Yeah, if anybody needs any, just Venmo Dave and he'll send you
send them.
Ritz
I'll have
crackers.
Timo send them.
I think Timo's time is better spent going viral again. Timo might be the most valuable person at the company at this point.
Yeah.
We can talk about Timo's hat.
Kind of swag.
Mystery flesh pit.
That's an aesthetic.
Is that a core? Flesh pit?
It is now.
It's a national park, David.
Oh, it's a national park. Where's that?
West Texas.
Oh, that's sad. I did not know that.
The first thing that comes up when you Google mystery flesh pit is whether it's real or fake. Can't make that up.
That was the name of my garage band growing up.
That's honestly not a bad name for a garage band.
We weren't very good. We never made it.
Have you guys ever been the person that brings something gross onto a flight and you just know it and you have to own it?
I think the most I've ever done was like a hamburger or like a taco or something.
That's normal.
Which isn't gross,
No.
but it's almost like.
Well, here's the thing about this, and it's what Sally had to do. This is not something you can just purchase at the airport.
Well,
they had to bring this through security.
You can't purchase a tray of lobster.
Okay,
as far as I know.
Are we sure they didn't hit Papados? There's probably a Papados in some airports.
That's
no, they
possible.
didn't. They did not. They did not. This is like $500 worth of food.
Yeah.
At a restaurant.
They brought baby wipes.
That was nice of them.
They were prepared.
That's pro status.
But Sally had to bring all that charcuterie business through security, as well as a massive cutting board.
Yes, Dylan.
Wow, that is team content.
I was not happy about that, by the way.
I was, as someone who didn't have to deal with it and got to enjoy
Yeah, from
the
afar,
charcuterie.
it was great. Like, not having to be you.
Yeah,
I
was sitting on the window seat, and I just had a charcuterie board being next.
You looked real thrilled in that photo.
It was pretty nice just having a bunch of stuff handed to me from the side, but overall, I just didn't need that in my life.
It was a short 2-hour flight, too.
Just bring a Lunchable.
Nothing.
She brought our nicest cutting board. Something like she could have had that confiscated.
That thing weighed 20 pounds.
It didn't weigh 20 pounds. That would be too heavy.
Big block of wood.
I don't even like to eat before I get on a plane at this point.
I don't. I really try to take in very few fluids and very few items of food, just because I don't want to like any surprises. So you know what I mean.
You don't go to the Austin airport and get Earl Campbell's breakfast tacos before getting on the flight.
I have done that, and I think I regretted it.
Yes,
that's my move.
They're so aggressive. One time I told the lady, I was like, please don't put too much barbecue sauce on that taco. And she started doing the thing where she was like, oops. And I was like, this wasn't a playful thing. I just didn't want barbecue sauce.
She was being hella flirty.
Yeah, I was like, this is unnecessary.
She gave you a flirty amount of barbecue sauce.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want this much barbecue sauce.
Damn.
The reason I didn't want much, it's not like you upcharge for the barbecue sauce. I just don't want much. Oops, I'm sorry.
like, no, but
She
really,
was
I
sassy.
didn't want it. This is too much lobster.
Yeah, I was thinking like if you brought like ribs on a plane, that would be very messy and potentially a problem. You know, my mom is on record. She won't eat ribs in public.
I love that move.
And I get it.
I won't eat bone-in chicken wings in public.
That is.
I told you about my experience. I might never do it again.
What's your experience?
We don't know. What are you talking about?
I remember I was eating wings at Pluckers that time, and that lady was staring me down as I was like struggling with one of them. It was one of the most embarrassing.
You can't
moments
go
of
to
my life.
okay.
Dylan
You don't
did-
go to Pluckers and get mad that someone's just going hard on a wing. It's Pluckers first of all, and
I
it's
was
a
really
wing
struggling
joint.
with one of them.
Okay, but like that's
So I actually followed this lady on Snapchat, and she posted a video of Dylan doing this. And at the end of the video, Dylan took the ranch container and he licked it clean.
you licked the
He
ranch
put his
container.
tongue into the ranch container.
stop?
And
Stop
started
tonguing the
licking it clean.
ranch.
Would you stop?
It's unnecessary,
I
dude.
don't tongue
That's
the ranch.
not very soggy of you to fucking tongue that ranch.
Dylan's the kind
why
of
I
guy
didn't
who
do it.
gets the tray and like pumps the ketchup and ranch directly onto the tray. No, that's my buddy Keith. So it's still like one thing that just grosses me out. So they were allowed to do this. I mean, this is all.
I don't approve of them, but I'm going to bet that these are the most fun people on that plane.
If
These
you
people
can take
look
it through
awesome.
security, you can bring it on the plane. That's
Did
kind
they?
of the rule.
And it looks like the young man is abiding by the mask policy.
Shouts. Makes me think that it might be. Yeah. How are you allowed to bring? Like, they won't even let you take your mask down to finish your drink on a plane.
Yeah, I have not flown in the era of masks.
You haven't?
No. Is it pretty strict, or like if I get a beer
It
or a
depen- dude,
beverage?
it's completely dependent on the flight attendant.
If you have a drink
Okay.
in front of you, you can pull a mask down. They're not going to say anything.
But I did that. I ordered a drink with the specific reason of wanting to have my mask off for a significant period of time during the flight. And the lady walked by and was like, "Sir, please put your mask on between sips."
Really?
Okay, that's just a lot of work.
Yeah, I was like, "Come on."
Again,
I don't want
it's
to.
a
I don't
small
want to smell
enclosed
my
environment.
burps of my Bloody
Dude,
Mary.
imagine your post seafood burps with the mask on.
Oh,
Your mollusk burps.
don't do mollusk burps. Ew.
Some scallop
the
burps.
sheer quantity of seafood they have here.
Did they do scallows?
I can't see any scallies.
I
in
just
the
see
photo.
shrimpies, crab
Okay.
legs.
We could ask Brett though. He's always on high
lobster.
scallop alert. Yeah, I see some king crab legs. It does look like there's some shrimps in here, but it looks like they're peel and eat, which is not ideal for the plane.
No.
No, I like to touch as minimum as possible.
I got peel and eat shrimp one time at a restaurant on South Congress, and I worked the entire time. I had a new T-shirt on, and I didn't want to get the shrimp juice on my T-shirt. And I worked for like an hour on these things, just like meticulously taking them apart so that I wouldn't get the juice on myself. The waiter comes by to clear our table,
No.
and he drops something into the bowl of juice, and it splashes all over my new T-shirt. Not 10 seconds later, a bird poops on my shoulder, and I get a text from Chase Bank saying that my account had been compromised. All-time bad brunch vibes.
You were down bad.
Not soggy, hella dry.
She only wants you for your shrimp juice. Talking my shrimp juice.
That song slaps. Of course, it's Pimp Juice. Not
Oh,
shrimp.
it is?
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks for clarifying.
Should we do a spoof? Should we do a Weird Al spoof? My spoof.
Dude, Weird Al had some like high key bangers.
His Gangster's Paradise one,
Amish Paradise.
Amish Paradise, gave me anxiety as a kid. It would get stuck in my head when I couldn't sleep. And
Even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is
dude,
gone.
stop! Like I'm not kidding. It literally kept me up at night singing those. It was such a catchy song that I
Who listen to Weird Al?
Dave. Even Ezekiel, that's so stupid.
Coolio didn't like that.
No,
that
he did
made
not.
That. You know, it was a better one, arguably, all about the Pentiums, baby.
I don't know if I knew that one.
It was, all about the Benjamins, but does Timo? Why is Timo a Weird Al guy?
Timo
You're too
clearly
young.
loved Weird Al.
Timo's
at some point.
19.
He had.
Oh, he's 20, okay.
He did Ride and Dirty. That was white and nerdy.
Yeah, that one was a little gimmicky.
He did.
I guess they're all gimmicky. What
He
the
did
fuck
Eat
am I
It and Fat. I think he actually had to apologize for doing Fat.
It was a different time.
I know. I think he had to retroactively apologize for that. He was like getting canceled or something.
No, Weird Al is uncancelable. Cancelable.
It's a hard word.
It is. What was it? Oh, yeah. So this is great. What do they do when they're done? Like, where do they dispose?
You give it to the
honestly,
flight attendant.
that's going to stink up their little flight attendant area.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the trash cans in that place and on all airplanes are tiny.
Can you flush that?
Hard to say. Only one way to find out.
Is there anything scarier than like when you're a little kid and you flush an airport toilet for the first time and like there's that sound and it opens up and you're like, whoa, it's just a You don't know where it's going. You're like, that's just if I could get sucked out of the plane.
Dude, an airplane toilet. Yeah. I thought you said airport at first.
Oh yeah, well those are scary too for other reasons. There might be like a congressman tapping his foot next to you.
Don't they dump that like over like the desert when they're flying over or something?
Yeah, like every few years you hear about them dropping it on like a neighborhood that's just getting carpet bombed by Dookie.
It's not ideal.
No, and I think it's probably frozen or something.
Does it freeze in the
like
air?
it's like hail.
Hail!
It's cold up there, man. Maybe.
It's stupid cold up in the air.
It is, dude. You ever see like some planes will tell you the temp outside?
Wow, dude, you must be flying nice ass planes.
It gets mad cold out there.
When you guys fly like long distance flights, do you ever just throw on the flight tracker and just watch?
Yeah.
It's kind of soothing.
I hate it.
Okay.
You doze off and you peep it again like, oh, how long was I out? You know?
But then don't you start like second guessing everything when you're like, wait, we just went over the airport and now we're flying back? Like, what?
It's
is
really
everything
cool.
okay? Are we gonna have to go back to our original
How
destination?
often do you like when you get on a plane? Like, wait, am I in the right plane? Do you ever have that thought? Like, am I going to the right spot?
No, but my biggest fear is like I don't know why this is my fear because it's literally never happened. But like my fear is that I'll have headphones on at the gate and they're gonna board early, and then I'm just gonna be like jamming out to like some John Mayer something, and then all of a sudden like
Surprise, we're leaving early.
yeah, which no flight has ever left like that.
No.
But it just scares me. One time I had
Kevin!
I was doing some music listening and I had a gate change.
I love music.
He was doing music listening.
I was doing the music listening. Yeah, they changed the gate to the other side of the airport.
It's tough.
I almost missed my flight. Sally and I were on different flights, and she would have arrived in my hometown without me.
Damn.
Not a good scene.
You're always 17 in your hometown.
Sick.
I've said that often.
Should we talk Sopranos trailer? Get some knee-jerk reactions? Did we know this was coming out?
I knew this was in the works. I did not realize it was coming out this year, though.
I had no clue this was even happening.
Because the Gandolfini's son playing Tony, young Tony.
Okay, so it is Gandolfini's son.
Yeah.
He looks so much like him. It was freaking me out. Does he have acting
I didn't
chops?
know that.
I don't know his background. Let's look it up. Michael Gandolfini.
Do we need a Sopranos prequel?
Actually, I have no problem with that. That's a fair question. I mean,
Can you ask, like, are you a Sopranos guy?
Me?
Yeah.
My Sopranos guy. Oh, yes, I'm a Sopranos guy.
Okay.
I will say this. I think The Sopranos is a legendary television program. I think it deserves all of the praise that it gets. But for my money, it is not my number one all-time show.
Are you worried it's going to taint the show?
No,
Sopranos?
because the show is already tainted in a way by just how dated it feels in certain seasons at this point for me. Yeah, I said it. I'm not afraid.
Damn.
Well, it came out in the past.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, well, okay, here, let me put it this way.
Do you want to know? I got a fact for you that's going to blow your mind before you get into it.
You're gonna Eve me right now?
He was in Ocean's 8. You might remember this character, Busboy.
Yeah. Did he get a Best Supporting Actor nod for that?
He didn't.
Did he get a SAG award?
He was also in The Boy, the Dog, and the Clown, a 2019 film. That could be our podcast.
About Dylan, Stella, and Parks?
I'm the dog. He's the clown.
Oh, clown ass.
You're the boy.
Stop.
What would I have to do to get you to dress up as a clown for Fritz's first birthday? It's all he wants.
Just ask.
It's all he wants.
I'm gonna do it for.
Really?
I'll
That what
do
he
it.
said?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it in Joker makeup
No. I would enjoy that way too much.
with the Barry Bonds earring.
When I first saw that this was what the trailer was, I was bummed because I was like, "Oh, this is gonna taint things." And then once I actually finished the trailer, I was kind of more all in.
Yeah, I mean, I've got high hopes for it. You know, the trailer doesn't really give you a full breakdown of like who all we're going to be seeing. Like, they're like I don't know. Like Dickie Moltisanti is obviously a big player in it.
Yeah.
Tony's dad, Johnny Boy. But like, I don't think they show you or tell you like who Paulie Walnuts is or Silvio.
I saw a guy that looked like he should be Paulie Walnuts.
And he is. I looked at the cast, and like they are all cast.
We're gonna get Carm.
That I don't know. Did you notice his mother?
She's a baddie.
Kind of looks like Carmela.
She's a baddie.
And I don't. That's not.
I saw that. I noticed
not a coincidence.
Oh, you think it's like that whole thing?
Oedipus-ish. I don't know. There's that psychology angle. Smarter people than me can break that down.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
I just I gave up on the first season of the show.
Oh, so you never finished it?
Oh my God!
I got into The Wire instead.
The reason I said it's harder. It's a hard watch
that.
in the early seasons for me, Dave, is because like it's like the same as Frasier for me, where like the early seasons are all in standard definition and like just not very like, what's the word? Like, you can only do so much.
I mean, it feels like the '90s.
Yeah,
because it was like 1999.
Maybe I should like it more because it's a time capsule.
I'm going to go back in and watch it at some point. That's a promise. Not that anyone cares, but I know it's an all-timer.
It's number 1 all-time for me, I think.
I thought The Wire was.
Wire, 1A, 1B.
Is he shape-shifting right now?
Breaking Bad. That's like a lot of people's top 3.
Breaking Bad's my number 1.
And then like, no. Hey Dude's up there.
You're a shorts guy, though.
Dude.
Cat Williams Live.
Okay.
Everyone knows Dave loves Cat. Kitty cat.
I'm going to watch it.
Are you?
I don't know why I didn't know you hadn't.
I was like, I caught it every now and then on HBO when it would come on, and so I would pick up episodes here and there, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't really obviously have the full storyline.
The first episode I ever saw was when I was just scrolling the TV in the middle of summer, and I saw that they were doing the episode where, why am I blanking on his name? Chris goes to Vegas, I think, and he's like flipping shoes or something like that, and I was like, okay, this show seems legit, and so then I decided to go all in. Didn't he go to Vegas and do something with like a bunch of like free shit? He was just getting like all this free stuff.
Oh, when he goes there and he's getting the swag from
Yes.
this is when he tried to write a script.
Yes.
For Cleaver,
Mm-hmm.
his horror movie. That was a point of contention between him and Tony because Tony's like, dude, you're in the mob. What are you doing?
Yeah,
you're putting too much
write
heat
a
on the
horror
family.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a really good episode.
I saw that episode and I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to watch The Sopranos now. And I watched it front to back. It took me a year to watch.
I still can't decide if I liked the finale.
So,
Okay, well, you probably wouldn't if you didn't have any of the build-up to it. Like, it's going to hit different than if you had just spent, 6 seasons or whatever,
like
and you just watch. That's like reading the last page of a book and being like, I'm not sure I like this.
The open-endedness of it is what I don't know if I like.
Well, again, I think you would think I'm not saying it's a good ending or a bad ending. I'm a little bit like, but I mean, it wasn't Game of Thrones bad, that's for sure.
Oh my God.
But I think it would hit you different if you had, invested the 4 or 5 years or whatever, however long it was on, and building up to that moment. You may think less of it. Honestly, you may be like, what the hell? Just waste my time. But give it a watch because I'm gonna try to see this like in theater.
I'll go. Are you going to dress as a Joker?
I'll wear a tracksuit. We'll get Clay down here. We'll get Flounder down here.
Clay. Is he going to wear Crocs?
Strip mall Italian
pants?
Clay.
That's the only Clay I want.
Yeah, no, we can get that.
It's the only one. Hey, did you guys hear that?
Ooh.
Oh, shit. You know what time it is. It's time for This Weekend in Fun, baby, presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer. To celebrate pride in a meaningful way, Vizzy Hard Seltzer created a labelless can to reinforce the beauty of loving our unique personal identity and living beyond pre-assumed labels. There's levels to these cans, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Levels to them. The limited edition pack was created in partnership with the Human Rights Campaign because Vizzy is more than just a hard seltzer with antioxidant vitamin C. They celebrate inclusion and has donated over $1 million to the Human Rights Campaign over 3 years to support their fight for LGBTQ plus equality. There are plenty of hard seltzers to choose from, but with its bold and delicious dual fruit flavors, antioxidant vitamin C, and commitment to equality, Vizzy makes the choice easier and a lot tastier. You guys gonna drink some Vizzies?
Am I?
I can't wait to talk about it in This Weekend in Fun, which we're about to do, because I will be enjoying Vizzies this weekend.
Really?
The lemonade flavors.
You answered his question very oddly.
He said he wasn't gonna answer it yet, and then he answered it
He
immediately.
answered it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know what I'm doing yet, dumbass.
Sounds like you're drinking Vizzy.
Gosh, you're gonna be absolutely jacked up on that acerola superfruit.
You're gonna be
Well,
gobbling up acerola.
It's a super fruit.
I'm
It's
a-
super fruity.
Is your aesthetic this weekend to be Vizcore?
Vizcore, yeah.
That's sick. What's
Acerola.
Vizcore?
Acerola core.
Mine's hardcore.
Vizcore is like just being tan, having a cooler next to you at the apartment pool,
No worries, Shaka.
Feeling a little bit flirty, maybe.
Bluetooth speaker,
Uh-huh.
some sick party shades.
Standing in a pool.
Tableside guac.
Poolside guac.
Poolside
How about that?
Poolside za. Poolside bay.
Upgrade your hard seltzer to Vizzy. To find out where you can purchase Vizzy's limited edition Pride packaging or any of their other refreshing flavors, go to VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed. That's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed to get updates on their latest flavor drops and more. Sign up for their emails at VizzyHardSeltzer.com/subscribe. That's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/subscribe. Must be 21 or older. Dylan, what are you doing this weekend?
Thank you for asking, Will. Some fun stuff coming up tomorrow, which is Thursday. I'm having a little Matt's El Rancho dinner with some squad members and significant SIG ofs along with them. Kleiner will be in town. Haven't seen him in a minute. That'll be fun.
Klein?
Yep. Thursday, I'm headed to a river house with Bay and some of Bay's friends. Well, my friends too now. It's not my river house. I couldn't invite anybody to stop.
Are they officially your friends
They'll be
now?
in Michigan.
Okay.
Is Tad going to be there?
My friends.
Okay.
We'll see about it.
I'm going through my iMessage right now. My texts are still blues. That means I'm still getting a lot of them.
From what I hear, it's kind of a situation where you just plop your lawn chair down in the river and people will float by.
Which river?
I think it's the Guadalupe, but I'm not positive.
Dude, if you put your lawn chair in the river, that means your swim trunks are going to get kind of soggy.
I'm going to be sogged up.
Soggy bottom boy.
Yeah, just catch me soggy core all weekend. I'm bringing Vizzy. I'm bringing a cooler full of Vizzy. I can't wait. Saturday morning, driving back to Austin, picking up the homie, and we're going out to the ranch for the night. Got some fam in town from Dallas. And it's going to be a nice little 4th of July celebration out there with the fam.
Independence Day at the ranch.
Yeah, man.
Again, I didn't get that invite, but thank you.
Again, you will be in Michigan.
Don't ruin my weekend of fun, dude. What's your problem?
So, yeah, I can't wait, man.
What's your problem?
And then we're working Monday, huh?
I'm not, no.
Oh, we are, Dave and I.
Yeah. No days off.
Actually, I might be.
We might do Too Much Dip remote.
Facts?
Spoiler. I don't want to make KJ drive down here.
After 4th of July?
Yeah.
No, let the man stay.
Dude, that dude does the 4th hard.
No one does the 4th harder than KJ.
Nobody.
Dude, KJ's been partying hard lately.
Yeah, he needs to chill.
What's Davey getting it to?
Yeah, hopefully I'm able to attend dinner with the lads and the lads' wives.
The lassies.
The lassies tomorrow. That'll be fun. And then Friday, man, I'm pretty open Friday and Saturday. Sunday we're making a quick trip down to Houston. And yeah, I'll be back here Monday. It's not super exciting, but I think it's gonna be pretty low key.
Like it's gonna be high key, low key.
Hence, it's not exciting. Yeah, high key, low key.
Word. Swag.
Yeah.
All right, talk about Michigan, dude.
I don't really. I'm going to Michigan. I'm going back home. I'm coming home. Will's coming home. Tell the world. Will's coming home.
Did you post it on Facebook yet?
No, I haven't posted yet. I'm going to do that Facebook post, get all the olds really excited about me coming home. It's just going to be big for everybody.
The olds.
Yep. I'm going to do a little golf, a little swing into the sticks with the boys. Going to show Fritz what Lake Michigan looks like.
Which boy? Excuse me. Which boys?
Dude, you know who they are, dude. We got Jeff, we got Drew in the mix, we got Tube Socks up in there. It's just gonna be a scene, dude.
What about DBP?
DBP, unfortunately, DBP's not gonna be there, but all the other cast of characters are gonna be in there.
I can't believe Fritz is gonna see Harbor before me.
I know, it's crazy.
It's not that crazy.
Pretty
It's
exciting stuff.
Dude, he's been alive for like 20 minutes.
Dude,
it's kind of crazy.
My mom, she did a real one movie. Ready for what she did?
Yeah.
She took the entire time that I'm there off. She wants to babysit and just.
She's got it like that.
Yeah.
She's gonna get some solid time in with Fritz.
Yeah. You think?
Good for her. Good
Yeah.
for Fritz.
Pretty exciting stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to be gone throughout the next week. So you're going to have people fill in for me. Sorry. Hanging you guys high and dry.
I think we'll be all right, man.
We've got 2 days mapped out. We need a third.
Okay. People
So,
are clamoring
put
for
that out
Micah.
there. I'm working on it. I'm going to work on
Mike and I did have some Mexican martinis last night. He sounded like he wants to unretire. He just wants to come hang with the boys.
it. I don't blame him, man.
Should we get out of here?
Hey, happy 5-month anniversary to Rhodes. 5-month birthday. Not the anniversary of his birth, which is a birthday.
That's big.
So
Yeah.
today.
A huge celebration.
I thought for the longest time he was born on the 31st.
Idiot.
Can you imagine?
That's silly.
I know. I'm an idiot. I'm a total dumbass.
It's okay.
Of course, that means 5 months to the Bay night since our first date, because our first date was when,
Okay, I'll stop trying to cuck Rhodes.
Yeah, why are you doing that to Rhodes?
Nobody cares, Dylan.
More people remember that it was our first date than it was Rhodes' birthday. So.
No.
Dude, why are you disrespecting Rhodes like this?
I'm just saying.
That's pretty impressive, man.
Yeah.
You really topped yourself.
Yeah.
Dave has been like taking in parks and like, giving him CC's pizza all the time, and you're just shitting all over Rhodes' 5-month birthday.
It's whatever.
His anniversary.
5-month birthday.
Just go run to your new friends.
Bye.